I need to start off here by saying I don't condone murder. Have I considered it? Yes. Do I condone it? Not
No.
so much.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of The FrEEK Show. I'm joined here again, of course, as always, with Moose, and she's actually has a little friend with her today.
Hey guys, this is Stark. I just got him yesterday, and he is 8 weeks old, so he cannot be left by himself. He is very small, a whole pound of sass and raw energy. So yeah, he has to be watched at all times.
Alright, and today, Moose actually has something special planned for The FrEEK Show this week. Did you want to go ahead and take it over?
Yeah, so my idea this week for FrEEK Show was to actually gather a little information on the last meals of a couple of really famous serial killers and murderers.
And we're also going to be talking about the crimes as well, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to be talking about just a brief summary of like their crimes and then a...
Not to get too much into detail.
Yeah. And then kind of a rundown of what their last meals were and their last words before they were executed.
Alrighty. So, I hope you guys are ready. Alright, let's go ahead and...
So I'm going to go ahead and start. The first one that I have is John Wayne Gacy.
Ooh, good one. Chicago native.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a Chicago Blackhawks shirt today. Little jersey.
I should preface this by saying that I was a criminology major in college. So a lot of the information that I have from this is coming from research papers that I did in college. So this first little bit is just going to tell kind of a rundown and trigger warning, there is going to be some sensitive material in this.
Well, I mean, kind of comes with the territory on this.
Yeah, but I mean, like, there is, I just want to kind of get that out there. Over the course of his life, John Wayne Gacy was, a KFC manager. He was a clown, like a party clown for children, and...
He was very respected in the community, too.
Yeah, he was, highly thought of within his community. So, during his reign of terror, he was found to have murdered at least 33 young men and boys, and it was, most often done while he was dressed in his clown attire, and he buried the bodies under his house, and the cops eventually found him and convicted him of the crimes, and for his last meal, he requested 12 fried shrimp, a bucket of KFC fried chicken, french fries, a pound of strawberries, and he was never told if the fried chicken was actually from KFC or not.
I'd be mad. I'd be like, no, I need to know. Like, this is important. Although KFC does have a very distinct taste. I'm sure he would have been able to been like, yo, this is Brown's.
This is Church's. This is bullshit is what it is. And his last words were, kiss my ass. So,
Very
that's
nice.
that for John Wayne Gacy. My next one is going to be one of the more famous female killers.
Ooh.
Eileen Wuornos. So, I'm sure you've seen the
American Horror
roughly
Story?
based, well, that too, but the roughly based movie Monster with
Charlize Theron? I have not actually seen that.
It exists.
It exists.
So she was a former sex worker who claims that all of her murders were in self-defense. A lot of hers, she would go after men who were like driving and would pick her up, and she claimed that it was in self-defense because they came on to her.
But she was a
Um,
sex worker.
she was a former
Oh,
sex
okay.
worker before she got into the business of murder.
Oh, okay.
Um, yeah.
May have went hand in
Um,
hand.
it, well, she was charged with 6 counts of murder. Like I said, she claimed they were all in self-defense. Um, there are a lot of interviews with her that she protested the treatment and the state of which they lived in the prisons. So she refused to eat um, a last meal, and instead she went with a single cup of black coffee.
Damn.
And
That.
her last words were, "I'd just like to say I'm sailing with the Rock and I'll be back like Independence Day with Jesus, June 6th, like the movie, big mothership and all. I'll be back." Yeah. She was,
Was she crazy or just wanted her last words to be super memorable?
I think it's a mixture because a lot of the interviews that you watch of her, she's very unhinged.
Mm.
They're very, excuse me, sir. They're very unsettling to watch. And like you do kind of feel for her because it's like, well, they're, excuse me, sir. But they're unsettling to watch for mainly the fact of just like her mannerisms are very off. Like she seems like she's kind of lost it. Yeah.
Just okay. Kind of cuckoo for
Um.
Cocoa Puffs.
Oh yeah.
But I
Um.
have to say, though, the fact that she went and ordered one black coffee,
Oh yeah.
that's like a hardcore fucking move. It's just like, nah, fuck you.
There's several, and if this is the series that people like, there's several that I could get into where they either ordered like a cup of coffee or just something like small and like not what you would expect as a last meal request.
Like John Wayne
Someone
Gacy,
ordered,
that is a fucking last meal right there.
yeah, somebody ordered a single olive with the
I
pit
heard
still
about
in.
this.
Yeah, because he believed that it would, like when he was buried, it would grow an olive tree in him, which ironically enough symbolized peace. And like it was very messed up.
Does he not know that they perform like autopsies and the fact that everything comes pooping out?
Listen,
According to Prison Break, they make you wear a diaper.
we're not going according to Prison Break. But I do have one last one, and this is probably going to be the most well-known one. Ted Bundy. So he was known as one of the most charismatic and the most, sly kind of. He was considered handsome.
Zac Efron.
I don't think he was handsome. Zac Efron is attractive, yes. And honestly, we watched that movie, and Mom kind of looked at me after and was like, "Are we sure he did it?" It's like, yeah, we are. We really are. So, but I mean, that's the thing. Like, he was charismatic, and he knew how to talk through stuff and to get out of stuff. And honestly, like, he would have been a good lawyer because he was so good at manipulating people. But he was, like I said, one of the most infamous and charismatic serial killers. He was only charged, initially with 3 counts. And that's what he got the death penalty for, which his mother, strongly pleaded with the judge and the jury, that they shouldn't kill him, because no matter what someone's done, you don't take another life, because taking another person's life is like one of the harshest things that you can do. And his baby
Who
mama,
was she, Batman?
but his baby mama was, I feel like she was fully convinced that he was innocent, which is really like hard to hard to convince somebody that's that close to you that you're completely innocent of murder. Sorry.
I've been accused of many of things, but never murder. And I would not be... How? I just don't get it.
Yeah. But by the time that he, got to the execution date, he had confessed to killing and assaulting over 30 women. And it's thought that his number was much higher than what he admitted to.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So for his last meal, he refused to make any kind of request, and therefore was given the standard last meal in Florida, which consists of steak done medium rare, eggs over easy, toast with butter and jelly, milk, coffee, juice, and hash browns, and he did not eat it. And his last words were, I'd like you to give my love to my friends and family. And he fought in court until the very end of his sentencing, basically saying that he didn't accept the jury's ruling because he was innocent and he hadn't done what he had been accused of.
But then he goes in the day that they execute him. He's just like, hey, you guys know what? I did it. I had at least 30 victims.
So it was like slow lead up to it that he had like started confessing, and like the basic idea of it was that he had started admitting to all of that to get more time to be like, hey, if I tell you, maybe you won't execute me as soon. But yeah, I mean, at that point, you're gonna get executed, and I think it was mostly just him biding his time, trying to buy more time for the media to like, hey, he's innocent or whatever. And he had fangirls that were
I heard.
loyal to a horrifying extent.
Didn't Richard Ramirez also have like a little fan club?
Mm-hmm.
Thought so. So, do you have any others for us today?
I think that's going to be it. I just kind of wanted to do a short one because I wasn't sure how interested people would actually be in this series. So yeah.
Okay.
I just kind of wanted to give a little test run of this series, see if people liked it, and if they did, I would definitely get into lesser known ones. There's a reason that I used like the better known serial killers and stuff, so that if people like this, maybe I could dive into some of the more foreign ones, some of the ones that maybe aren't as popular.
Yeah. All right, so question.
Mm-hmm.
What would you pick for your last meal, and what would your last words be?
I just want to I need to start off here by saying I don't condone murder. Have I considered it? Yes. Do I condone it? Not
No.
so much. That being said, I don't know. There's so many options, but I feel like it would be something that's kind of like lighter, I guess. Like maybe a salad with like avocado in it or something, and like Italian dressing and a cup of like hot tea. And
You really want that to be your last meal? The last thing that you eat?
that and like a bowl of Fruity Pebbles. with whole milk.
For those of you who probably don't know, she's lactose intolerant.
And a bowl of ice cream.
See, there
No,
you go.
not ice cream. Gelato.
There you go.
So that would be my last meal. And as for last word, I don't know. I guess that would depend. Like if I was, you know, being executed for being like a serial killer, I don't know, man. I know Shane and Ryan talked about this on BuzzFeed, but I love it when they have a little thing, and I think my little thing would be like air fresheners, like the tree air fresheners that you put in your car. I would leave just one at every place. And I don't know why. That's just always been like the thing that I thought would be my little calling card if I was ever a serial killer. And I think that my last words, I don't have anything witty to say like with it now, but it would be something pertaining to that. What would yours be?
Question. Is alcohol permitted at the last meal?
I don't think so.
I did not think so either, but I figured I would ask. Alrighty. So, I would have a deep dish pan pizza from Giordano's. I would have a couple of like 5-layer burritos from Taco Bell. A Crave case of sliders from, like from White Castle. Bowl of ice cream, and then I would have a 2-liter Mountain Dew and a gallon of prune juice.
Honestly, like
That
I'm
way,
revising mine.
whoever has to clean up that mess. And my last words would be, good luck finding the rest of them.
No, okay, I'm revising mine. I want my last meal to be just a bag full of unpopped popcorn kernels so that I can get the electric chair. And just...
But what if you don't have the electric chair?
No, that's only if I get the electric
okay.
chair. If I go out any other way, I want the other meal.
Okay.
If I get the electric chair, I want unpopped popcorn kernels. And I stand by that.
And then your last words would have to be, don't worry guys, I got the snacks. Well, that was it, you guys, for this episode of the FrEEK Show. Let us know if you guys like it, if you guys want to see more videos pertaining to this type of stuff. And thank you, Stark, for showing up today.
Bye.
And please, you guys, let us know down in the comments if there's anything that you guys want us to talk about. Stay tuned next week when we talk about the Fresno Crawler, I believe it is.
And if you're not already following our Twitter page, please do. I post some gems on there, and Sean has, seen some of them after I post them. That's about all I can say.
Yep. And that will do it for this week, you guys. Take care.
Yeah.
Stay spooky.
Bye.